What is happening, you savory survivors? It's TG Smooth, and welcome back to another Fortnite Save the World video. Anyways, I do apologize, I haven't been keeping up with all the news and updates. I've been really busy doing this like single dad divorce shit, so it gets really chaotic sometimes, but my son will always be first over YouTube and making videos, and I think that's what any good parent would do. So anyways guys, we got a lot to go over, so let's jump into this shit. Alrighty then, so Combat Pro is now available control scheme option, which is pretty awesome. I know we've been waiting for this for a while. Sprinting no longer costs energy, which guys, in my opinion, this is a complete game changer for PvE. It's starting to feel like a whole different experience, and in my opinion, it's for the better. The devs are definitely taking this in the right direction, and they're really listening to our feedback, so I'm loving it. Keep up the good work, devs. Dying in Resurrection no longer reduces the durability of your equipped weapons. Container search speed has been increased. Once again, like I'm saying guys, it's just gonna keep getting better. Players no longer take fall damage on hoverboard when landing on a speed boost pad. Crafting ingredient stack limit is increased from 99 to 200, so existing items will not automatically restack, but you can condense stacks by dropping and picking up items or transferring between backpack and storage. They also increased trap stack limit from 20 to 200, my bad. Yeah, so that's amazing. It's gonna save on a bunch of inventory space, which I was having a really big issue with later on in like in-game Canny Valley. You start needing supplies a lot more. But this is awesome. I'm really loving this update. Let's move on to the changes they made to the missions and systems now. So check it out, we get the new Spring It On questline, the 3 Huskateers, which is the grand finale for the Spring It On event. It's here, bringing promises of huge explosions and epic mini-boss fights, which I gotta agree, this one was pretty good, and I like the direction they're going with this. Once again, I have nothing but positive things to say about this update, but we'll be getting the Miss Bunny Penny Legendary Constructor as the questline reward, and there's only like 4 parts, so it only takes like an hour or so to knock out. It's definitely worth doing. The first upgrade llama purchase is now free. All players who have already completed the Loot Llamas tutorials will receive a free upgrade llama. This change was made to address the issues where some players were unable to progress through the Loot Llamas tutorials if they spent V-Bucks to make a Battle Royale purchase before completing that tutorial. Upgrade llamas and other activities can now provide players with deep choices. This only applies to normal llamas and not the event llamas. A deep choice event will allow a player's second choice after they make their first choice from a card. Epic and legendary rarity cards of these types now regularly have deep choices. Doubled appearance rate of the Troll Stash llama. Troll Stash now guarantees at least 1 epic schematic, 1 legendary schematic, and 1 epic or legendary survivor of any type. Increase the amount of evolution materials awarded for mission completion. Location where material is introduced is increased by 10%, 1 location later is by 25%, 2 locations later is by 50%, and 3 locations later is by 100%. Mission alerts have been adjusted to keep them in line with these new values. All missions in the game will now award some amount of experience across all commander levels. Missions can no longer turn gray. Missions that would have previously appeared gray to a player will now appear green. XP rewards have been made more generous when playing down level. At their lowest rate, players will receive 30% of their normal XP rewards. Woo! Anyways, I promise we're getting through it, guys. This is just a super long list. Anyways, they made some changes to mission alerts. They increased the number of firecracker tickets received by completing group mission alerts from 60 through 150 to 100 through 240. Going forward, events that feature Mutant Storm and mini boss mission alerts will reward 100 through 240 tickets as well. Refocused mini boss mission alerts towards transform keys and high rarity items. They greatly increased the chance for both of these to appear as the mission reward. They slightly increased V-Bucks on mini-boss mission alerts, increased mini-llamas awarded from 1 to 2 in Plankerton and higher, moderately reduced the chance for mini-boss mission alerts to choose evolution materials as the extra reward, reduced the chance for mini-boss mission alerts to choose XP as the extra reward, removed crafting ingredients from the reward list, removed various items that were too low rarity for their area. Canny Valley and Twine Peaks mission rewards have been boosted. This goes for Survivor, Hero, and Schematic XP. Canny starts with a plus 8.4% increase up to a maximum of 25. Twine Peaks starts at a plus 25% increase with a maximum of plus 39. They refined resource piles like piles of wood, metal beams, etc. They now properly scale the amount of wood, stone, and metal they drop based on their size. And guys, there was a ton of other bug fixes. I'm not going to go over those. I really never get into those, but if you guys want to check them out, I'll leave the link in the description below for the full patch notes. Let's get ready to blow stuff up, because they finally added the C4 into PvE. You can use fire to place an explosive, alt fire to detonate all the ones you have placed. They can blow up structures aside from the ones your team has built. In addition to enemies, they cannot hurt objectives, which thank God, no trolling with those. They can also detonate when they take damage from weapons, and they're found out in the world and do not persist past the end of the mission, kind of like the pulse grenades. They reduce the chance of the following weapon perks being rolled to about 30% of what it was before, and these are damage versus affliction, damage versus slowed and snared targets, damage versus stunned, knockback, and staggered targets, and critical damage versus affliction. Boost pad crafting costs should now be comparable to other movement pads. Defenders have had some balance adjustments. Melee and ranged critical chance perks increased from 9% to 15%. Melee and ranged critical damage perks increased from 24 to 54%. Range clip size perk increased from 20 to 30%. Ammo save size perk increased from 12 to 23%. Defender health, shield, and shield regen increased from 20% to 24%. Melee weapon damage perk increased from 10% to 12%. Specific weapon damage perks increased from 12% to 15%, including assault, pistols, shotguns, snipers, axes, hammers, clubs, scythes, spears, and swords. Whew, that's a doozy. Anyway, significantly increased defenders' accuracy and standardized defender firing rates for all ranged weapons. And of course, there's several bug fixes in this category as well, but moving on to heroes, we got Rabbit Raider Jonesy. It's a legendary reskin of Soldier's Raider subclass, and that's been added to the event store. You can pick him up for 3,200 Spring and On Gold. Miss Bunny Penny, legendary reskin of the Constructor's Plasma Specialist subclass, can be acquired by completing the Spring and On questline. Manus Leap's energy cost has been reduced from 50 to 20. As part of removing the energy requirement for Sprint, we have removed the Phasic Energy perk. Outlanders with Phasic Energy have had that perk replaced with a different phase shift perk. Improved the functionality of the Recycling perk. Recycling will now take into account the level of the buildings near base. Level 1 buildings are worth 1 building piece, level 2 are worth 3. And level 3 are worth 6 building pieces. Recycling now requires 3 building pieces of the same material to generate one of the appropriate resource. Hyper-threading now improves recycling to only need 2 building pieces of the same material to generate one of the appropriate resource. Hat and backpack are now added to the Shamrock Reclaimer. Hat is added at star level 2, backpack is added at star level 3. And there's several bug fixes here as well with the heroes, and that will be the link in the description, don't forget. UI, they updated animations on the main tabs and several bug fixes there as well. As far as the art and animation, they changed the Dragon's Might firing animations to have a less aggressive recoil. And audio, they added new UI sounds to the collection book, storage locker, and skill tree purchases. Whew! This has been a huge update. This isn't even like the Battle Royale part, so yeah, pretty huge update for us guys. I can't complain. I've got on, I played. I think the only complaint I would have is with building the Trojan Rabbit. It seemed like there was something missing there, but that's about it. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to show your support by slapping the crap out of that like button and sharing the shit out of this video. But as usual, this is TG Smooth out, and remember to stay smooth. Peace!